Hello, this is yours truly, Charles Prosper, your consistency success coach. And in this installment, I'm going to talk about something that really gets to the core of understanding what consistency is and what it consists of. This installment is going to be short, sweet, to the point, but powerful. And the whole point of this presentation is to explain to you that consistency equals cyclic repeatability, which in turn leads to growth and in the end leads to self-realization. Let me give a couple of examples. For example, in going to the gym, okay, one of my favorite subjects, because I go to the gym every day, 6 days a week. There is cyclic repeatability, okay, which means there's a routine, which then leads to growth, then leads to the self-realization of the goal, which is physical fitness. And let's take another one. Let's say learning a language. Learning a language also has a certain amount of cyclic repeatability in the sense that you study, if you're intelligent about it, according to a routine that's rhythmic and leads to a particular goal over time. So in the case of learning a language, it's cyclic repeatability, which will lead to the growth and then the final realization of the goal. Let's take another example. Let's say spending time with your children. You need to have a routine that's repeatable of spending quality time with your children that will lead to the growth of a stronger bond between you and your children. So this would be consistency with the spending time of your children. The consistency would equal cyclic repeatability because you're going to be spending time with them on a regular basis, which would lead to the growth and closeness of you and your children, which in the final result would wind up being the realization of a strong relationship between you and your kids. So again, consistency equals cyclic repeatability, which is tied to growth, which in the final analysis will be self-realization. All right, so let's take a look at this. Like I said, this is going to be short and sweet, but I hope you get the essence of why consistency is so important. It is something that you cannot get away from if you want to be successful at whatever endeavor or goal that you have. Whatever endeavor or goal that you have will have to include consistency, some type of cyclic repeatability, some routine that keeps you moving toward the goal, which will eventually become growth, and then in the final analysis, self-realization. Okay, let's take a look. Hello, my friend. You know, I wake up a lot during my meditations and I think about various subjects. And one of the subjects that comes up in my mind most frequently is the understanding of what I think is almost the mystical nature of consistency. And I'm beginning to see that consistency is equal to cyclic repeatability, which, when tied to the human condition, is related to growth. So you have consistency equals cyclic repeatability, which is necessary for growth. Let's take a little examination at what I just said. Consistency equals cyclic repeatability, which is tied to growth. Think about when a new cell is beginning to develop. Or let's say when the sperm fertilizes the ova and becomes the zygote, which is the fertilized cell. Well, what must happen from that point is that that cell has to grow cyclically and consistently in order to be able to survive. Emotional maturity is the same thing. Emotional maturity has to consistently grow in order for a person to survive in the new world. A child has to cyclically and repeatedly learn new things to be able to survive in the new world on a consistent basis in order to be able to thrive and survive in the real world. Physical growth is necessary as one develops from a child to an adult. Physical growth is necessary in order to be able to thrive in the world as well on a cyclic, repeatable manner. We go through various stages of growth in a cyclical manner in order to thrive. Emotional growth is very important as well. That has to consistently become better and better and better for the person to be able to be in a state of emotional control and to be able to realize his or her goals. Spiritual growth has to consistently and repeatedly continue in order for a person to be able to have more than just moments of peace and just snatches of calm, because consistent growth is absolutely necessary, because there's no standing still. There's no such thing as standing still in all of the universe, because something is either moving forward or it's deteriorating and moving back. There's no standing still. So consistency is cyclic repeatability that we see again and again and again, and that when one has a particular goal to achieve, that particular goal has to have a certain amount of cyclic repeatability, which is tied to the growth of that person. Because as you become better and better at the whole idea of consistency, you grow in terms of your ability to achieve that which you set your mind to. So consistency is cyclic repeatability that leads to growth, and that the only way you can reach this level of growth is through consistent and cyclic repeatability. So that's my take for today. And in short, remember that consistency is cyclic repeatability, which is in turn tied to growth. Okay, I hope you really understood the message, the essence of what this installment was attempting to convey. Consistency equals cyclic repeatability, which leads to growth, which leads to self-realization, or the realization of whatever it is that you are attempting to achieve. All right, and before I go, I would like to invite you to my community of consistent-minded people who are part of the Prosper Consistency membership site. We are a community of consistent-minded people who help each other stay focused and stay on task. The Prosper Consistency Success membership site has the advantage of you being assigned to an accountability partner who will help you stay focused on your goal, as well as you will be assigned to a member as their accountability partner to help them stay focused on their goal as well. There will also be live coaching calls where you can have the opportunity to ask questions regarding a particular challenge that you might have that will help you get back on track, focused, and toward the realization of your goal once more. One other thing, I just want to emphasize that I put out daily content consistently on the subject of consistency. And I don't want you to miss out on a single installment because all of them are great. Well, I'm biased, of course, because I'm the one who's creating it, but I do really feel that it's something that is well worth your while to experience. So I would like you to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any installments. And as well, I want to invite you to go to my membership website at www.consistencysuccesscoach.com, and you will be glad you did. So, as I like to say before I see you again, stay consistent and be successful.